To be a great dungeon master, one must first learn what pitfalls to avoid. Today's video, we will explore 10 critical mistakes you should avoid that can hinder your journey as a mistake. Hinder your journey as a DM. So number one, don't actually try to win against the players. So you run the monsters and you roll for the bad guys, but that doesn't mean that you should hope for the fall of the players. It's really important to not fall in the DM versus player mentality. Nothing good comes from there. Number two, don't make your player decisions feels meaningless. It's their game, it's their choices. I believe DMs should guide without controlling, stepping back just enough to make players' creativity and agency shine. Number three, don't over-prepare / don't under-prepare. The definition of both over-preparing and under-preparing is something that is subjective for each one of us. Me, for example, I know that I am over-preparing when I'm researching how captains lock their cargo in and out in the 15th century harbors. And it's not even a campaign about naval trade, but the session the players were planning to go in a boat. So that's I am sure that this is over-preparing, or at least for me. I don't know about you, I don't know if you're that much into details. And of course, I know that I am under-preparing when I have in my notes just bullet points or goblin with a funny hat.
Yes! Look at me!
In my notes, that's a bad sign as well. That's also a time when I know that I am under-preparing and I should get to work. Under-preparing is when I have only bullet points. Anything in between is fair game. Number four, don't leave your players in the dark. Always give your players something to do. Give them a task, give them a murder to solve, give them a plot to advance. There is nothing in D&D worse than you meet up in a tavern and nothing. Too much freedom can be debilitating. Oh my god, I'm making bars here. All the choices is as bad as no choices. But do not railroad them and do not just throw them in nothing. I think both are equally bad. When you throw a player into, you can do whatever you want, and the players are like, oh my god, we can do whatever we want.
3 hours later.
Oh my god, we can do whatever we want. There is no plot. We need a plot. DMs need to have a plot. Number five, don't make it too vague. So, don't make your villain just one dimension, give them only one thing to do, which is to annoy the players. That's not a very good way to play the villain, because the best thing about D&D is that you can go as personal as you want. You need to make sure to make your villain personal. No one feels emotionally connected to the number of victims in a certain war, but once your players know only one person, one NPC, and they get to like that NPC, and you kill it, or something bad happened to that NPC, you better trust that they will feel something. And that's exactly why you need to make your villain personal. Make the villain do something to those players. Make the villain do something that those players will never forgive and will never forget.
You going to shoot me?
That depends. Do you see me?
Number six, don't make your exposition obvious. There is nothing as boring as a massive lore dump on the start of a game, or even worse, giving your players 50 pages PDF to read before they start the game. Instead, try to be more sudden about it. Make a guy named Bob that keeps walking with the players and telling them lore about their... and telling them lore while they try to sleep. I'm joking, but like, be subtle about it. You can give them the lore, but like just a little bit at a time. Give them only what they need right now. And sure enough, as the players keep playing the game, they will end up knowing a lot and getting deep knowledge about everything, and this knowledge will mean something to them. They will relate this information with the adventures that they had in your game. So that would be better than them reading 50 pages. And you might say, well, I need them to know 50 pages of lore so they can make their character, otherwise the game will be bad. Then the game is bad. There is no reason for the player to read 50 pages on top of the pages that they have to read to even understand how to play D&D in the first place. I don't think that's a good way to go about it. Number 8, don't you ever, ever, ever use a DM PC. It is, okay, this one is personal because I saw how a game can be ruined by one DM PC that keeps saving
hours
us every
later.
time the DM make a crazy encounter. Time after time after time after time after time. As a DM, you have everything but one thing. You will never get to experience the joy of exploring the world because you already know what's in there. This is not exploration, you already know what's in there. Playing a DM PC will not fix that. Number 9, don't shove the dice rolls. No, just don't lie about the dice rolls. To make it clear, the more a DM lies about their dice rolls, the shittier the game becomes. I know, I'm going for the throat here, I know, but a DM owe the players the truth. So let's say said DM makes a very bad encounter and the players are about to TPK and you can either man up you can either man up and kill those players or you can lie and shove the dice. Well, there is a third option, which is you can call the DM PC to save them. Don't you do that! Don't. No, I'm joking, do not. That's the third option is the worst between two. But like, so you are already not really great at making encounters in that case. You're not that much good into making. And I know, you might say, but this is not an encounter that I made. The book said this encounter, it does not matter. It's sure, it's the book problem, fine. It's the Magical problem. They made a bad encounter, but it is your choice to either kill them or shove the dice. Honestly, for me as a player, I would prefer to have a DM who will actually kill my character in that case than someone who will shove the dice. I don't know about you, what do you think? Leave it in the comment. And finally, number 10, the most important one of them all, which is you shouldn't avoid addressing the issues of your table. This is how you know a great DM from a not so great DM. If your DM is ready to make a difficult conversation, addressing issues with the player that is, for example, losing interest or metagames a lot, that's how you know you have a great DM. And it doesn't have to be confrontational too much. You can have a conversation with that certain player in private, and you must be saying right now, but why? Why am I the one who have to do this? Why? God, why? I know, I don't want to do it either. Just, if you do it, you're the coolest DM, okay? You're really cool if you address this stuff, okay? And that's all what I got. Thank you for watching and bye!